All right, everyone. Welcome you to my 2020 sports review. We're going to go ahead and wait a couple more minutes or so, give people a chance to see that I am live and we're doing this. I hope whoever is looking at this right now, I hope that you're having a great night, day, evening, whatever it is. I hope that is great because with everything going on in the world this year, we got to have some fun. We got to have a great time because things been so rough. They're so rough that I wanted to come on and do my little review. Everything will happen. Just chill, sit back, and relax, and just talk it out, man. As I wait about 45 more seconds or so. It's been a crazy year. A lot of sad news piled on to more sad news. But it's almost over with 2021. It's time for us to rebound, man, and get that thing back track going back to where it needs to be. Because it's time for us to reach that potential and not be stuck in the background that we were in 2020. Time for us to go out and have us a great old time. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm just going to go ahead and just get things going here. 2020 review. This year started off, it just started off bad, man. I think we all know how the year started off, really, with the death of Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and everyone involved in the plane crash. It was sad, man. We're gonna keep this. And originally, I was like, I had so many different ideas of how I was gonna do this, but I was like, man, let me just make it to a live. Just come on and just make it like that. 2020 sports review. All right, Mike. Basically, sports wise, it really kicked off good with the NFL, the Super Bowl. The Chiefs went and did their thing. Chiefs went, got the job done in the Super Bowl, defeated the 49ers. Got the job done. Mahomes got that first championship ring. And also, good old Andy Reid got himself his first championship. So big ups to Andy Reid for finally being able to get the job done, getting him a championship ring. A lot of people thought he was gonna be one of them coaches that were a good coach, but never get that team over the hump like all those good Philadelphia teams that he just couldn't get them over the hump to win the Super Bowl. But he got Mahomes, and they got it done, man. It was a great Super Bowl game too, as well. You know, they had to come back. It wasn't like a pushover. They did their thing to come back and get it done. So big ups to everybody in the Kansas City Chiefs organization. But it's not all for NFL. Lamar Jackson got his first NFL MVP this year. And it was big ups to him. He was just, from his running the ball, throwing the ball, he did it all, man. And he got the job done. And he led them to the postseason. Couldn't quite make it to the Super Bowl, but they got the job done. He in the season, so he got that MVP. Shout outs to him because he had a lot of people who doubted him. yeah, man, they had a lot of greatness going on. They got the job done, man. Lamar did his thing. You got people like Booker McFarland back when Lamar Jackson was in college. Was like, hey, man, I think that you should transition to be a wide receiver. Booger, oh, Booger. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about the Haskins situation. Booger just making Booger doing what Booger does, and that is these really, really bad takes. He's trying to be Skip Bayless, but he just can't do it, man. Like that statement was horrible. The Haskins take was not good. And a lot of people defended him on it. I'm like, come on, man. You out here defending this fool? This fool? This fool? Got to do better, man. And then what happened, a lot of people never thought would happen. The breakup. Why do we break up, break up, break up? The breakup of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick went down. And it was just, it didn't go too good. Belichick thought he was going to be all right. Belichick thought, I don't need him. I'm going to go get me somebody else. I'm going to get Cam. I don't need you, Tom. I got Cam. Then once Cam got on the field, started playing, Belichick realized, hey, Tom, I need you, Tom. Sorry, Tom. But it's too late because Tom was already in Tampa Bay. And they starting to get things rolling down there in Tampa Bay. They got so many receivers. They done went and bought back AB. Antonio Brown's back in the league. He's a Tampa Bay Buck. He also went and got Gronk Ray from the WWE. Thank you for that, by the way. So he got Gronk, AB. Then you got McCoy, backfield. Fournette. You got Jones. You know, they had Mike Evans, you want to say. Good time. He's a bad boy. You had Godwin who be killing it. So this team is loaded on offense. Defense, they loaded Tom right there. They are in position to make the postseason. We shall see what happens with them in the postseason. I don't expect them to be able to go very far in this postseason, but they will make it to the postseason. So big ups to them for doing that. And that right there is a lot of my NFL talk. But I can't leave out talking about NFL without going through some of the people who passed away in the NFL, man. I'm not going to be able to get to all, but we're going to get to some right here, right now. You know, Shea Caldwell passed away. DeVaris Jackson passed away. The all-time leader in wins, Don Shula, passed away. I actually made a video about Don Shula. It was Rest in Peace, Don Shula. If you want to look back at that, you can find that video in my archive. Then one of the latest ones that happened, NFL Hall of Famer and former WCW wrestler Kevin Green passed away, man. We ain't see that one coming. It's just been a tough year. Obviously, we can't forget about Gail Sayers, who's passed away as well. You know, Paul Horning. It's just been a tough, it's been a very tough year when it comes to sports deaths, man. It's been bad all over. So, it's just, whew. Now, I'm going to try to move on from that. Now we're going to go on, talk about the who? Guess what? We're going to talk about some Major League Baseball. Who They had to do things a little different this year. They brought in a DH for the whole year. They started late because when COVID hit, the COVID was that big thing. Everything was going good. The NFL was going good and normal. Then that COVID hit, and then that kind of just stopped everything. MLB, we didn't think we were going to get a whole season out the MLB, but we got us a whole season. You know, Freddie Freeman, Jose Abreu was the MVPs. The Dodgers won them a World Series. Shout out to the Dodgers. And they got the job done, man. I have to say this, though. Rest in peace to Lou Brock. Rest in peace to Don Larson. Rest in peace to Bobby Ford. Phil Negro. Tom Seaver. Hank Steinbrenner. And rest in peace, Joe Morgan. Man, Joe Morgan was a great player back in the day for the Reds. I personally really just remember him from being the announcer, especially back when I was a kid, when the games were on NBC. Him and Costas, especially I think it was 96, 97. Especially for that for Bob Costas and everything. I remember all of that. Um, just been tough all over. Um, yeah, man. Pro wrestling, we got to talk about it, man. The death of Brodie Lee. It hit us hard. You know, for me, I have my Brodie Lee story. I've told it already. We lost a lot of great people in professional wrestling this year. We lost Bullet Bob Armstrong, man. We lost Bob Parker, the chairman of WCW. We done lost Howard Finkel. That man was the main man when it came to the voices, man. The first employee for Vince McMahon, WWF, by the way. We lost Kamala. We lost Roger Johnson, the Soul Man. Shout outs to him being the first African American tag team champion, along with Tony Atlas. Obviously, he's the father of The Rock. So, rest in peace to him. Ooh, what a rush. Shout out to, oh yeah, who we lost this year as well. Pat Patterson, first IC champion, guy who came up with, or Rumble came up with so many great things, was the finish man, they called him in the WWE. As I aforementioned, Brodie Lee, and also Kevin Green, like I said earlier as well, who, and I said Kevin Lee, I'm sorry, Kevin Lee. You need to get back to the UFC though, and get some fighting in here. But I mean Kevin Green, who I said earlier, who had a run in WCW, had a matches against Flair and did stuff with Goldberg and stuff. He was cool. I like seeing him in the ring, man. Gotta talk about it, man. They brought the XFL back, but when COVID came down, it went away again. Then The Rock bought it, so it's coming back again. So hopefully that'll be great for the XFL. Like I said, the NBA came back. You know, basically Rudy Gobert basically stopped everything. He acting all crazy. He tested positive. Everybody tested positive. NBA season shut down. They come back July 31st. Bubble. I'm the one telling everybody the NBA is back on TNT. They come back and LeBron get that ring with the Lakers. They did their thing in the finals against them. Surprisingly, the Miami Heat. Miami Heat made it to the NBA finals. Who would have thought that? Jimmy Butler was balling all postseason long. Shout outs to the Phoenix Suns, who also did good. They just were too far behind to make it to the actual playoffs once it started, but they showed up to play in the bubble. Now they got Chris Paul on that team that's going to only help them even more to make them push towards making it to the postseason. Got to talk about auto racing. John Andretti, the Andretti family, passed away this year as well. And obviously, rest Unsell, John Thompson III, man, Cherry Sloan, David Stern, Casey Jones just passed away. On Christmas Day, all passed away. And you got to talk about. I talked about it with the beginning. The death of Kobe Bryant hit. I remember during that time I was homesick, and then the news started coming in that happened to Kobe. Then he was like, man, oh, he was just by himself. We didn't. Hopefully, it wasn't his whole family, but it ended up being his daughter Gianna was on that plane as well, along with Kobe and Gianna. It was also John Altobelli. Hopefully, I'm saying that, pronouncing their names right. John Altobelli, Carrie Altobelli, and Alyssa Altobelli. Christina Mouser, she was in Sarah Chester and Peyton Chester, and Howard Borian was the guy who was the pilot. Rest in peace to everyone, man. That one hit you hard, man. Like you more torn up about the little girls who lost their lives on that plane. It's just sad. But all right, everyone. I just I didn't even want to do this review. It was so sad, but I was like, nah, I gotta push it out for you all. So here you go. I did this my 2020 sports review. Let me know what y'all thought, and let's get ready for 2021. Get things going. Thank you all. Talk to you later.